Good morning everyone, my name is Anastasia and this is my channel about cross-stitch and all other kinds of things. Today is Saturday the 14th of November and I want to try something new. I just recently published a video of my 24 hours of cross-stitch in a little bit different style, like vlogish style, and it was received so well. Like, I got so many nice comments and even my mom was like, yay, it's the best video you've made so far. And of course, like, lots and lots of other Flosstubers also commented that they liked the style and they wanted to copy it. And yes, you absolutely can, and I would love to see other people doing it this way too. So I decided that maybe I would like to put in some vlogish episodes in my regular Flosstubes as well, not just like extras and stuff like that. So I'm starting this new thing for me and I will be filming the whole week, not like every day, but some very good and major events or while I'm stitching or something like that. So I will be vlogging the whole week, and by the end I will upload it and see how well it's gonna be. So right now is still very early morning. It's not early, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, but it's early for me because I just woke up and got ready to go. Today I have a lot of stuff to do. Today is Saturday, so it's basically one of two my free days, which I usually spend cuddled nicely in my bed and stitching, but not this time. I have to visit two banks, and so you know, like, usually going to a bank in China, it means you will have to waste at least 2, 3, maybe 4 hours at one place because the bureaucracy and the papers, it just takes a long time. So I got my stitching with me in my backpack, in my trusty backpack. So maybe I will be able to film my new start, which I will be starting in the bank while I'm there. And also today I have another big event. But first I need to start with something that happened this Wednesday. This Wednesday I finally went to the Russian embassy and filed for my divorce. Yay! I'm so happy. It's already been 6 months as I separated with my husband, but we didn't officially sign any papers because it turned out that getting married in China costs you only 200 RMB per person. RMB is like Chinese yuan. But to get a divorce, it will cost you 2,000 per person. So we were kind of waiting and trying to see if anyone would go back to Russia, if any of us would go back to Russia and they would be able to file it there, and it would cost us a lot less. But long story short, it didn't happen, so we have to go here and file for it, and yay, next month I will obtain a divorce certificate and I will be a proud divorcee. Do we have something like that? For me, it's a kind of happy event because it's been lingering on my to-do list for a long time and I finally get to do it. Also, what's lingering is going to the bank. Yes, I need to fight with myself and finally do it. To 2 banks in China, 3 hours at least in each of them. Just so much time kill. I don't like going there. So another thing that's happening today, because of it, but not really, is that I will get to meet my boyfriend's family. In China, it's a big deal for couples to meet their families because it means that your intentions are very serious. So, and my boyfriend was trying to make me meet them for at least the last 3 months. He was like actively propaganding his parents and that I would love them and that they already love me and everything like that, and everything will be wonderful, just go meet them. And of course I have this a little bit Western ideology in my head that meeting parents is like not necessary, you know, like we can date each other, but I don't need to meet his parents that much. But for Chinese people, it's very, very important. So of course, since I like him that much, I would go and meet with them. I'm a little nervous. I don't know how well it's gonna be, but it's gonna be in the evening, the dinner. And at first it was gonna be dinner with just his mom and dad, but since I'm coming, so aunts and uncles popped up on the list too, and there's gonna be 8 of us. So very, very official dinner. But he's still telling me, no, it's not official, nothing serious. It's still like very happy and friendly, and everyone loves you, and like they haven't met me. Of course, I'm pretty sure they will like me. I'm still nervous. Like, you know, it's a big deal for me. It's a giant deal for them, but it's a still very big deal for me. So on this happy note, I will be leaving you, and see you later. Found what I was looking for, a bike. So now it will be much faster to get anywhere in my area. China is a large place, so let's do it. Hey again. So the bank thing went really well actually. I didn't expect it to go that fast, so I only had about 3 hours, where I also had to like sign lots of papers and try to explain to them what I want to do. So I didn't really have a lot of time for a new start, but that's what I'm doing. So I will be stitching pin keep or for my Christmas tree in a circle shape of Hogwarts. This is a free pattern by Yekaterina, the same designer that designed the Lord of Pumpkins, the cat on pumpkins, which I showed in one of my previous Flosstubes. I'm not gonna stitch Harry Potter words just because I want a circle, and I saw someone on Instagram made the same thing in a circle and it looked amazing. That's why I had this idea, but I think they did it on black with metallics or like golden and silver threads, so that looked really sparkly. What I'm doing is I have this I think it's 28 count linen, which I dyed myself, but it was way back in April, March, something like that. Sorry, we are on the way. So it's a little darker than it shows on the video because today is very bright and light. Yeah. So this is what I was working on. This is all I've managed to did, and this is the part where I'm working. So I have started these 3 tall windows, 2 little towers, and just a meager start of the bigger tower. So the windows, 2 towers, and a bigger tower. So that was my cross stitch. I will try to stitch this more this week, maybe even take it to work. I think it will go pretty fast because just I would say an hour of cross stitch gave me this. I have more trouble counting because it's pretty dark, so I have to count exactly like the dimension of the stitches. Yeah, that's a little hard. So this was my new start, and see you later. Working on this Lego Crippled Spiderman. So I added 3 more layers of his hand, which is like 9 actual Lego layers. So we started maybe somewhere here and it grew up to here. Yeah, so it gets a bigger stump still. There is a hole inside. So it's not a proper hand yet, but it's already looking better, much better. So in the end it will have even fingers. Oh my gosh, how I'm gonna assemble it. At some point it broke and I have some parts scattered, but I was very fast and managed to fix it. Yeah, but I'm loving it. I just can't wait to finish it and work on it more. Unfortunately, right now we're getting ready to go to a painting class. So today we also are painting pictures. That would be a very fun thing to do. So in Beijing there are sometimes classes for foreigners on cooking or painting or other stuff. So they provide you with canvas, with paints, and usually with a free flow of wine, which makes the whole thing only better and merrier. So we're gonna try to do it and see how it goes. I'll try to get some of the videos in there, or at least some pictures, so we can see if I can actually paint or not. But I'm really happy how the Spiderman is growing, little by little. See you! It's Monday. I think it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I had to wake up a little earlier so I can give you a quick update about the Sunday activities, and so sleepy. So I'm very sorry if this segment is gonna be long or boring or whatever. So first of all, the dinner with Chinese parents went really well, and it went really well. They tried to speak Russian to me. They actually watched some Russian movies during their time, and we were talking about the movies, and if anyone wants to watch, you should watch the Office Romance. It's a very old, I mean not very old, it's 1977 movie, but it's a really good Russian movie about like the way people talk and dress and do stuff in that era. So, and it is so funny. It's like a best comedy ever. So they watched that one, and we were just discussing it, and they were very interested about some Russian words which I taught them, and it was just a fun night. I didn't understand any Chinese, but my friend was translating, and we eat very nice, and in all it went really well, and they liked me, which was my biggest, not fear, I mean, I'm likable. It's not like that, but still, it's like a biggest interview of your life when you are super qualified and you are super sure you will be accepted, but at the same time there is kind of nervousness in this, and you can't pass the interview without some stress or something like this. So almost the same. It wasn't a very bad interview or something. They didn't ask me how much I earned or something now, but it's like parents meeting, and it was a big meeting with 2 aunts and 2 uncles and his parents, and so quite a lot of people. Then on Sunday evening we went to a painting class, which explains this bright picture behind me. It is in Beijing we have this it's not a company, it's just a lady, a Russian lady. She organizes painting classes in 2 venues every Saturday and Sunday, and for a very small amount of money. You get like the canvas, all the paints. She is doing the tutorial right like she's painting the picture in front of us. She has the same canvas and same brushes and the same colors, so everything the same, and she just like paints one area and shows you how to do it, then you do it yourself. The next area she's doing it, then you do it yourself. So it was very fun, and of course it always helps if it's a free flow, and it was, and they had a very wide range of wines there, and I really liked their mulled wine, so of course our mood was very nice, and we were chatty and funny. And my friend Ed went with us, and my boyfriend went with us, so it was not a big company. I think maybe 15 people at the most, but it was really fun. Some people though were like, I don't think they were any super professionals. They were two ladies that were good at painting, and they said they come to these classes a lot, but everyone just followed instructions, and no one went like wrong or something. So but they mostly like me, they were newbies, and so no super masterpieces or anything, but like some girls from Ukraine, they were totally like upset about their paintings, and kept talking like they didn't like their painting, and they were growing their hands from the wrong places, stuff like that. And I really don't understand such behavior a little bit, because we came there to have fun. None of us is a professional painter. Why would I get upset? Of course I have some issues with this painting. I'm happy about it. I'm like, of course I didn't do anything perfectly, and I mostly didn't do everything perfectly. Like the only really good thing I did, like, let me just show you the painting real quick. So first we started with the sky, and then we did the wall of lights. So this is a painting by Afremov. A lot of cross-stitch hate paintings by him, so he's pretty famous. This wall of lights, she said, was like wall of shops or something, so they should have vertical bright spots. And then we did the floor, this corner of green, the trees, and the lights, and the couple. So what I am super loving is my light post. This is like the best. I like the couple though too. This is like me, this is my boyfriend. I totally ruined the umbrella. Yeah, it doesn't really look like an umbrella, and it covered my boyfriend's fancy hair, which I was trying to do something with his hair. The tree, unfortunately we had very little time left, so we were rushing through the tree. Like, we took a lot of time doing the background and the floor and the lights, but we were rushing through the leaves, so if I had more time, I think I would do it more. I don't think I would do it better, but I would do it more detailed, I think. And then the last thing we did, like, the tree and the lampposts and the couple. So I'm pretty happy with that. I will show you a couple of closer. Oh, the last thing we did, like the last thing, which I was absolutely in love with, we did this light smears using like the doctor's blade or something. So it was really cool. I never used anything except paintbrushes. Oh, there was funny moment when she asked me like, oh, I see you painted before, like what's your preferable style and how long you're painting? And like, what should I say, what kind of styles are there? First, and then I only painted pictures by numbers so far. Never painted on my own or anything like that. She's like, oh really? And I'm like, yeah, I think you could tell. I think she was just very nice. So this was Sunday night, and I really loved it, and Of course, I think I will be going back there, but maybe not every week. Maybe once in a decade, in a while. Oh, and I have something else to show you. Like one of the errands aunts got me a present. It's a cross stitch kit. It's Chinese cross stitch kit, and this is so not my style. I have no idea what the words mean. I will try to ask my boyfriend, and if I know what it is, I will put it here. But no idea what they mean, and totally not me. I mean, it's a very big pattern, considering it's just one of the branches. And I already have my Chinese birds and persimmons, magpies and persimmons, so I'm not starting this, but I would like to see what's inside and if I can use some of it, or what. It's actually gonna be 96 on a 46 centimeters. I will insert here how much it is in American. Ooh, that's like huge. It's like more than a half of my height. Oh, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not committing myself to cross stitch this huge piece. No, thank you. But I want to flip you around and show you what's inside the Chinese cross stitch that they sell here in China. Let's see. So I'm opening it with you today because I don't know what's inside, but I'm really interested. So the preview, and this is, it says it's 11 count. So it should be a huge piece, and basically will give us the, oh, it's already marked. Interesting. And it's actually like hand marked, because it's not very accurate. I mean, it may be accurate, but it's not very nice. Oh, it has some black spotting here. I'm pretty sure the marker is washable, so it's not that bad, but there's like little dots. Yeah, and it's huge, super huge. No idea what I'm gonna do with this, because I'm not gonna stitch it, but what I'm gonna do with this. Pre-sorted floss, which is always good. 2 palettes. Feels like cotton, so it feels thicker than DMC and not so silky. I don't know, it feels nice. It feels like a good t-shirt. Something like that. The colors are muted and very, I would say, primitive. Some more. And we have 2 extra black. Black is always good. I mean, I could use always some extra black. Ooh, I'm gonna flash the pattern. Be careful, don't copy it. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages of the pattern. It has a color key for the blind, because it's like a whole page in the color key. So you can basically see this color key from the other end of the room. It's like, in case you will be stitching and you forgot your color key at the other table, something like that. Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just thinking about, like, would anyone would like to stitch it? I mean, it's very easy. It's very easy. No blends, no backstitch. If anyone would love to stitch it, just send me a message and I will just send out this pattern. I cannot send the whole kit because it's heavy, because the 11 count Aida is just huge. But I mean, you can always find some white Aida, right? It's not a big deal. and I'm pretty sure the floss is like DMC colored. Let's see. Oh, they don't have the color of the floss. Maybe I can send the floss too, because it's not much. And it's not like really my favorite colors or something. So if you would like to stitch this kit, shoot me a message. I will send you the pattern and the floss, and either you can find yourself. So this is how Chinese cross stitch kits look like. See you later. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, the 17th of November, and I'm here to just a little update on what I'm working on right now and my plans for the week, because I think even in my head I still don't have a plan, and when I will film it, it will be like a very solid plan that I will have to finish it, because I already like promised it. I set it out there in the wilderness. So what I'm working on right now, I'm working on this little fox, owl fox by Makaronka Stitch. She is one of the 4 patterns, owl something mixed with another animal patterns, which I am stitching on a 30 count lemon even weave, and I will be turning them into ornaments, cross stitch to like ornaments. I'm thinking about pin keeps, but small ones like that, and just putting them on my Christmas cross stitch tree, which right now is bare. Basically I only have one cross stitched thing that I can put on a tree, and so I need to stitch a lot more, and I need to FFO them, which I will be doing, but maybe later, and at the same time like all of them. So I need to finish as many as I can in November. And this is the 3rd design by Makaronka that I'm doing right now. The first one was owl bear, the second one was owl deer, and this is basically the 4th one, which I'm stitching on a giant piece of fabric. But I'm not cutting them out yet, maybe later. I don't know, I just like touching and looking at them and comparing them and looking at them all together. So basically on Tuesday I already stitched most of the fox, and all is left are her eyes. Ears are all finished, and the tail and everything, or just the eyes are left. Then it will be very heavily backstitched, just the way the others are, and then it will have a black work background. I think the pattern for the black background is always the same. So I decided to use the green for the fox, and just by looking at the hoop and my nails next to the fox, I think the green will really look wonderful with her. I have chosen the emerald green, like darker green, not so bright, but I think it would look more natural with her. So I really like her. What are my plans for this week is definitely I want to finish this, and I think I can spend maybe 2 more lunches on her, and for today I'm already done. I'm on the last 10 minutes of my lunchtime, and after 10 minutes I will have to go and wake up the kids, and we will have a busy day today. But you can hear some of them already trying to wake up, actively trying. So I will be finishing this box this week, and then I already started and I already showed you the Hogwarts. I think I can probably, maybe if not finish, then put it up to maybe 80% or 70%, so almost done. And then when I will finish the fox, I will kit up for the 4th design, and I will start the owl cat. Owl cat is a little different design. It is it doesn't have this background, but I guess I will just repeat the pattern and it won't be that difficult, right? And in the evenings after work, I'm mostly stitching the horse dreamcatcher on a jacket. I'm still going through with this idea of 1,000 stitches a week. So last week I filled in 1,000 stitches, 1,080 stitches exactly. So this week I actually haven't stitched it yet yesterday, because yesterday I met with a nice girl. She is a Russian blogger, but she lives in Harbin in China, and she has a blog about China in her Instagram. And she asked if there are like anyone from Beijing who wants to meet. I'm really sorry if you really hear that whale. So I'm sorry for that. Just bear with it a little bit. I don't have another location to film because outside it's kind of bright right now. It shows on the camera as bright, but actually it's very gloomy and dreary and cloudy. So I'm in no mood to go outside right now. And it's actually cold, so I don't wanna. But that's my only stitch. That's my stitches spot and my filming spot. Oh, while I have lunch, I'm at the lobby, and I was talking about this jacket that I didn't stitch it on Monday because I met the blogger. Yes, yesterday we had a wonderful Mexican dinner with her husband, and another also Russian blogger, but from Beijing. And I had just had a blast. We were talking about everything about China. We discussed like our lives and plans and how to celebrate New Year and stuff like that. So it was very fun. I also went a little shopping, and I may show you it a little bit later what I bought, and that's why I came home very late and didn't stitch on a jacket. But anyway, it was a very, very wonderful evening. And something really wonderful happened right before lunch. I was contacted on Instagram by a lady who wanted to stay unknown, but you know that I'm talking about you, right? And I had such a wonderful time, really. First of all, she was watching my floss tubes like in real time and commenting on them, and that was a blast. Like, first I was surprised, I was a little shy, and I was so happy that a person from the other end of the world, and her life is amazing. It is so different from anything else in the world, and I was just amazed that a person like that had found me, and I think we connected very well, and she expressed her concerns about me and her support, and then we were just talking about stitching, and that was great. I think we were texting back and forth my whole lunch period, so that was great. Now I have one more friend out there, because in Beijing I don't have any stitcher friends, so I love getting new friends, and thank you for contacting me, and thank you for really making my mood of the day. So that's the latest update for my stitching news, and see you later. Evening everyone. I got a package from Taobao which I wanted to open with you, because I think these are gonna be fabrics. And it's not like I really need some fabrics right now. I don't really have a project I'm gonna do with them, but you know, when you see something really, really nice and you have a thought, oh, I could have used it, that's when you really buy it, and then it just lies in your stash and never mind. I mean, it's worth it because they make me happy, right? So let's open it. And I saw these awesome fabrics with I would say Japanese, Chinese motif style, and they are like glittery with the gold. Oh, they're not big. I think they're mostly like 25-30 centimeters, but it's not like I can really sew something big in hand. This is the fabric, what made me buy it, because this is the wave, and it really reminds me the picture, the wave in Kanagawa. Oh, I'm just adoring that picture. I know a lot of designers made that picture in stitches, and one day I will definitely cross stitch it. So let's just look very quickly through, and don't forget to tell me which one you love the most. Like, you already know which one mine is. Oh, this purple is really good. Look at these butterflies. Nice. This is too busy, I think. Not really my style. Oh, it's so difficult to do something with your hands when you have to look through the camera. Ooh, I like these peonies. I think they are peonies. The cranes? Cranes isn't not my thing, but I love the peonies. It looks like really good. Another wave. Peacocks. Sakura. And the fish. I love the fish too, but red not my style, but I love the golden fish. So this is all just a small bunch. This is why I took it. Ooh, I really need to stitch something and turn it into a pillow or a mat or something. Maybe I should start quilting, but you don't really quilt in hand, right? Like, can you really do it? What other projects can you really stitch in hand without a sewing machine or anything? So like something you can really do. So this is my haul, and I have one more thing to show you. Oh, this is actually smaller, so maybe it's just a gift or something. Or they ripped me off by 5 centimeters. Whatever, I still love it. So one more thing I wanted to show it, and it's not like really something cross stitch, but I will definitely use it. So yesterday I wasn't sitting home. I went to meet with a Russian blogger who she has a Instagram about China. So, and there was a really big Uniqlo shop, and I got this sweatshirt. And the reason I wanted to go to Uniqlo and get something half price, I would say, is because I'm thinking about filming a tutorial on how to stitch on soluble canvas, and I was looking for a t-shirt, a very solid, not stretchy t-shirt like the one I used before for the dragon. I'm talking about this t-shirt. It's also Uniqlo, and it's very non-stretchy, very solid fabric. Not sure what fabric is it. It just says made in Vietnam. So in Vietnam they really make good t-shirts. So, and I was looking for something like that, and there were no t-shirts at all. But I found a sweatshirt which is also non-stretchy type. So I think I could stitch on it. And I got myself a lighter one because they were darker, like dark gray and black ones, which I love more. But, you know, stitching on them would be more difficult and less, I could show you less. So I thought, like maybe at the bottom or on the sleeve, I think at the bottom, it would look great together. So, do you want to see what's inside so we can see, or we will wait till the tutorial and we will not kill the surprise, right? So these are my haul so far. Happy stitching and see you later. Hey everyone, it's Thursday, November 19, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on what I'm working on right now. And I know I'm sad that this week I was gonna finish the ornaments and made a plans and everything, and I don't know what's happening with the plans. As soon as I make plans, they're just bound to be broken. You know what is the most difficult thing for me? The most difficult thing ever for me was to follow the SAL, which was called like one project for 1 week. Like when you had to stitch only on one project the whole week. And it's not like you can stitch something in the afternoon, something different in the evening, and just follow it through. No, just the whole week, only one project. It drives me insane. So literally, I need a lot of change. So what I'm doing tonight, first of all, I'm catching up on my Flosstube, and I started with 2 Martini Stitcher, and my plans are to search the hashtag 24 hours of cross stitch and to see what is up there in the world. So what am I stitching? I am doing my frosted pumpkin. So let me take this away a little bit. I'm doing my frosted pumpkin stitchery. Sal, it just skips my mind. Give me a second. Storytime sampler Sal. So I have all of this already stitched. These are all my childhood books, and I started on a new one. I want to finish this project by the end of this year. I don't want to take it to another year, to the next year, to 2021. I want to have this finished this year. I know I will have lots of weeps continuing from this year to the next one, so at least I want this one done. So to do it, I need 2 frames in November. And I still haven't done anything. I still haven't finished any of my ornaments, so I will be doing this. I think maybe today, maybe something tomorrow. I'm not really sure. So this frame, as you've already seen, it's the Sherlock Holmes frame. It's from the original Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery pattern. So nothing changed. I just added some of the background, I think. I added some walls and books, so I will be stitching it. And this is how I do. I stitch it from my laptop, watching Flosstube and stitching. And I am choosing the colors as I go from whichever leftovers I have. These are from different projects I stitched before, some of them from the kids. All of them from the kids, actually. These are all the leftovers. And I started with Sherlock Holmes. Why am I choosing Sherlock Holmes for my childhood book? Is that it was actually one of the first books I ever read in English. When I was learning English in school, I started from 4-year-old. I had a private tutor. Not like fancy private tutor. It was just like grandma coming over, teaching me some English. So, and after that, we read a lot of books, but it was mostly like cramming the words in my head and not really like enjoyable reading. But in the middle school, I started, the teacher asked us to read like Sherlock Holmes short stories. Usually they were in adaptation. So it was quite easy and small, and they had a glossary. So that was awesome. Also, what we read was Daphne du Maurier, Rebecca. That was another one. My first ever English books were Sherlock Holmes and Rebecca. So that's why I really wanted to include it, especially considering it was like I was 13 years old maybe when I read it. So I would still say it's childhood books. Maybe when I was 13 I would not agree that I'm a child, but right now, yeah, that's totally childhood. So I am starting it now, and maybe it's a little late for today to finish it all. Yeah, it's definitely late because probably like one of these frames I didn't count, but I think it's around 2,000 stitches. And in no way I can do 2,000 stitches in one day, but I'm thinking about just doing a Sherlock Holmes and his mirror today. That's what I'm up to. I also wanted to show you some progress on my Foxy. So I finished all the half stitch, all the back stitch. Actually, at first I stitched all the back stitch, and then I noticed that I again forgot the half stitch, and then I added it. Ooh, that was so many color changes. Just all the color changes in her paws, ears, eyes. I think eyes were like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 different colors, maybe 6. I'm not sure right now, but I would say 5 just on a glance. And there were so many blends here. I mean, I love macaron stitch patterns. The lady behind the design is LiQWYD, and she is a genius, just making this cute small pattern. Like, look, it's the size of my thumb, like even smaller. My thumb is bigger. So literally so much detail in such like small amount of stitches, but stitching it and back stitching it is literally pain. So what helps me is like, this is how I have my travel stitch right now, is that I'm using the tiniest needle, not this one, the tiniest needle ever, the beading needle. So yeah, that's how I did all the back stitch. I will just put it in here. Oh, here it's this little baggie is actually came with my new phone. So I'm keeping my phone here, and since I just needed like 3 colors, I tossed them in here yesterday and took to work. So that's like half stitch, this is the back stitch, and this is what I will be doing black work in. So it's a hand-dyed emerald color, very emerald color. Ooh. And I don't know how the variegation shows, but it's like darker and lighter. I think I have something. Oh yeah, I have the emerald frame. I have emerald frame in it. So this is how it is. You don't really see the variegation, but it's like from the darker to lighter, and it's very beautiful. So this is what I chose for my Foxy to have black work, and I'm taking it to work tomorrow. So I will be trying to finish at least half of the black work. The black work will be so much easier than the back stitch, because the back stitch is in 3 different layers, like 1 thread, 2 thread, and 3 threads of back stitch in here. But like the black work will be all in 1 thread and just making the design, but it's also tiny. So I'm not sure if I will be able to do the whole circle like tomorrow, or I will have an extra day or something. Also, another thing that I wanted to share with you today is that I made some progress on the boars. But it was like last week I made a progress, and I forgot to show you. Let me do that. Yeah, that's so much better. So what I did is I added the yellow flowers here. I added the purple flowers, and I added this lattice green color for the stems here and here. That's all I did. Oh, and the yellow in the middle of the flower here and here. So you can see it's so beautiful. And of course, I couldn't have done anything without a mistake. So I did a mistake with this flower. So everything else is moved up here. I don't think I moved this flower. I think I just made it a little shorter. If I'm not mistaken, this yellow flower should be like 2 squares more or 3 squares more. I just shortened it. That's it. And it wouldn't be me if I haven't done a mistake here. Like, it kills me now to remember what I did last week, but if you would say like something up here is not right, like 1 stitch up or 1 stitch to the right, something like that. So everything in this little triangle would be moved, I think. But I'm not frogging it, because the frogging on this fabric is real pain, and I'm not doing it. Like, you know, I hate frogging. Like, it's so much easier for me to redo the whole pattern, to do it again or something, but to fudge it, but not frog. Hate frogging. I love frogs as amphibious, not animals, but I hate the process of frogging my stitches, and they're so tiny. I think they are even smaller than the fox, and the fox is on 30 count. Yay, they're smaller. I don't know how much you see on the video, but it's like way smaller, like twice the size maybe. So this is so far for my stitching up to Thursday. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, the 21st of November, and I am just doing a quick wrap up of the whole week, and let's see if I managed to fill my plans and what I did and what I didn't. First, let's start with the owl fox from Macaronka Stitch. So as you see, I finished it. I actually finished it yesterday because on Friday I had a totally non-stitchy evening. One of my best friends had a birthday, his 30th birthday, so happy birthday, Victor. And we went together, we met all together, so I could not stitch the whole evening. And this is what it is. I'm just loving it. Yesterday, Saturday, I finished the Foxy. I was stitching a little bit on the Hogwarts, but apart from that, mostly I was just playing games. I was playing Divinity 2 and Diablo 3. So the whole day just games, movies, just relaxing after the whole day, whole week of work, right? Like sometimes you just don't want to do anything. And yeah, if I would be at home, I don't have games, so I would be stitching. But here's so many distractions, So the Foxy is done. So we can say yes, did one of the points of the plan. On Monday, I will be starting number 4. I put it in a hoop just to take pictures yesterday, so it just stayed in this hoop. I will be stitching number 4 here, the cat, the owl cat. So what I want to say about this little project is it's really, really difficult. I mean, not like unbelievably difficult like some Teresa Wensler or something, but it's so tiny. Like basically it's like what? My thumb? So it's so tiny and it has so many color changes. So basically you may do like 6 crosses of one color, then 4 crosses of another color, then like 20 crosses of another color, and then blend with like 20 crosses of another color. So it's just unbelievable how many color changes there. And you have to change the thread. And then what is left is the back stitch. And the back stitch is just like bits and pieces with different thickness of the thread. So it's not like we will do thicker thread here and the lighter thread here. No, it's like it will interrupt after millimeter, next. So oh my god, it's not an easy project. So if you're just starting to cross stitch and you want to try out like some Russian cross stitchers, I would not recommend her patterns, Macaronka's patterns. But if you are quite experienced with backstitch and you like stitching some smalls and intricate projects, then yes, it's totally for you. Because even though I'm saying these things, it was totally worth it. And I really loved it. And just looking at it right now, I'm in total love. So just some numbers. This week I made 800 stitches on the fox. So I finished her stitches and the back stitch and the black work. All in total is 800 stitches. Then the second thing, I was working a little bit yesterday and the day before. How should I put it? Something like that. Yeah. So this is Hogwarts. And you can actually see a little bit of the Hogwarts windows and the towers. I will try to put the picture. So this is what the pattern will look like. I'm sitting in front of the window. And this is what I have. So you see, I'm pretty much doing the whole Hogwarts and going up in the moon and sky. Yeah. So right now not so much. Like you can see it, all of it, but you can guess what it is. So this is not a very difficult project, though. The difficult part is that my linen, and I'm stitching it on maybe 28 count linen. It's very soft. It's actually super soft. So it's very difficult to get an even tension, and sometimes like the row goes up and down and stuff like that. So it's difficult for me to make the even lines, and it's difficult for me to find the next hole without actually like counting through the holes, just like because it's dark fabric, so you can't actually like, oh, the second hole will be here. No, it's actually like the row upper. Yeah, so the tension is uneven and it's too soft, but it's going pretty quick. I mean, just a couple of hours stitching it on it already gave me this much. So I think I will not say today, because today is already Sunday, but next week I will be taking this project to work, and I think maybe a couple of days and I can finish it. But yeah, like the plan was to finish it this week. It didn't happen. So a little numbers. So far I did just 200 stitches on it, but the program counts every line of backstitch as just half stitch. So 2 lines of backstitch is a full stitch. So actually I did 400 lines of backstitch, and that gave me 200 stitches. So the quick project, but it goes really, really slow. And another thing that I stitched the whole week, except for I didn't stitch on it Monday, Friday, and yesterday I didn't put any stitches in it. But still a lot of progress since last time. So this is the Dreamcatcher Horse by Natalia Orехова. And what I'm doing is I'm stitching it on a jacket. So it's a huge thing. And this week I sew on another piece of soluble canvas. So now I can basically like stitch the whole thing together. No need to just stop at this point. So what I did is I filled in his horns. Like last time I didn't have any horns. This time I filled in most of the horns. I think I need just some blends in here, and that would be it, like with the brown colors. And I started in all the green colors. Like this week I added basically all the green colors. And so far this week I just put in 500 stitches, and it's already Sunday. So today I need to speed up my game and finish 500 stitches. So this is what I will be working on today, and just to cover this week, because every week I need to finish this project till the end of December. I want to give it as a New Year present. So I need to finish it by the end of December, and I only have like a month and 10 days left. And I need to do every week 1,000 stitches to do it. So far I was coping with it. This week I do not, but today's Sunday, so I have the whole day. I have some things I need to do today also, and I need to upload this video and edit it first. I'm putting as less editing as I can in this video, just like compiling the pieces together, but still it will take me another hour maybe. And I will be stitching. So my plan first is to finish all the green colors, and then I have taken with me some of the blue colors, so maybe I will be finishing the horse's face. And then there are so many different color changes here. As you see on the picture, it's so many different colors. I did not bring all the colors with me today, and I I don't think I even kitted up all the colors. I mean, I just chose the most used ones, put them together, and that's how I roll. So yeah, I did not complete most of my goals this week. For next week, I need to at least finish Hogwarts ornament. I need to start next ornament and finish it. And I need to put another 1,000 stitches on the horse if I will complete today's 500, right? So I don't know, no, like I made myself a promise that I will have this Christmas tree with ornaments, and I just chose some smalls for it. So I really need to do them, and they're not very difficult. But at the same time, I have so little stitchy time because most of the days I'm working, and after work I'm doing the jacket, and the jacket is so difficult. Like for 2-3 hours, I will be putting in just 150 stitches. So yeah, on this note, on this happy note, I will be finishing up this week, and thank you everyone who are still with me. I really appreciate it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about me, so we will all laugh at how much I have not completed and how many more plans I'm gonna make and how many more I will not complete. So I hope you like this video, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye!